What's going on, buddy? Get it. Get it, Zeus. Yeah. All right, let's go. Okay. A little bit of Zeus action there. This guy won't leave my side. He must think I have food on me or something. Okay, so very busy. A lot of things going on. It's another construction type of video. I do get some requests. Hey, thanks for asking for stuff. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, let me know. I'll see if I can answer it. See if we've come across a problem or not. When we expanded this back area, we did put some forethought into it, but not enough. When it rained like crazy not too long ago, and we discovered that we don't have enough drainage. So back here we made a plan to cut off the water before it can get to the paddock. So you can, hey big guy, you can see here we've dug a trench in front of the paddock, and this trench leads to the other trench, which is in the other side of the paddock. The paddock itself is graded, so it goes backwards and a little to the left instead of to the right, because I want to keep the water off of the other side. I sort of want a crown in the middle here, and that way the water can go to the ditch on that side, and the water this side can theoretically go that way, but we're going to divert it right down the middle here and send it on into the forest. Look at this forest. Really nice day today. So back to our drainage here. Thinking about drainage is so important. I'll put a couple of links below talking about drainage. It's so important here on the West Coast. Oh, these guys still manage to get their feet around these things. Okay, drainage here on the West Coast, so important. It rains so much. We get so much rain, so much precipitation that we have to manage the water. If not, the horses are standing in mud. You don't want the horses standing in mud. So we are doing this. So we've got a line in front. That'll cut off the water from going into the paddock from this direction. It then veers off that way instead of going further that way. And so yeah, it's not a big thing that requires long discussion on, but definitely I sort of want to put these videos out here to help people become more aware of how to keep water out of paddocks. And the best way to keep your paddocks dry is to not let water. So I'm just kicking the manure off of the rocks because we haven't actually finished this yet. We've got to build a little wall to stop this from happening. Will you go do something else? You got to stop the water from getting to the paddock before. Otherwise, you'll never keep them dry. It's just impossible. Everybody's so antsy this morning. Who wants out? I do. All right. I'm going to let these guys play shortly in the arena, even though they've got piles of them. Look at the size of the forest this guy has. You know, you'd think he'd be just fine. It's got a lot of energy, which is great. I love horses with a lot of energy. Definitely better than those dull ones. Okay, back on topic. Sorry, it's a squirrel. So we've got one more pipe coming from, and oh, there goes a dog. Okay, one more pipe coming from this drainage area here, and let's see. This comes from the pond is up there, right? And the drainage comes down here. Well, sort of drainage. There is a pipe underneath here, and so I'll actually show you guys that in an overlay. to understand how we've piped our property here. But we're kind of lucky, it grades this way, the whole property comes this way, so it just naturally falls, has the water fall this way. So it comes through here. We're going to go into a 6-inch pipe, which I will put something over so it doesn't fill up with leaves and needles from the trees, and plug up. So a little screen will go on top of that. It's covered. This 6-inch pipe is not perforated, speaking of that, but the other pipe is, because it's sitting inside of drainage rock. So the drainage rock, the actual the ditch that lives here is what carries the water. You put in drainage rock so that there's a better chance of it lasting longer when silt, sand, and dirt kind of get in there. And then the pipe is the next major component, being that it is totally hollow, right? Obviously, and it is not rock, but the rock surrounds it. And the perforations, which are at the bottom there, right there, and there's one on each side. When the water fills up in the ditch enough with all this drainage rock in, it filters into the pipe carries it away, down the way, down to the end, down that way. Off it goes that way, from there to there. And this one will slightly go that way, and it will go off the other side of the paddock. We'll deal with that probably next year a little bit better. But this one just goes to here. It can pool here, because we're going from 6 to 4. I can't be bothered to tee it. It's not worth it to me to do that here. So the 6-inch is not perforated. I don't need it to be perforated, but I need the other one because it's not a ditch. It is a sort of a thoroughway. It's a way for water to just continue on from its ditch area, which we might even might pipe that as well, actually. And then we'll have more area to have horses and stuff in. Anyways, or walk, or drive the gator. So that's the deal. You must stop the water before it gets there, make a ditch, put drainage rock, because it doesn't, it allows water to get through it, unlike sand or crusher dust, or, well, sand's actually not too bad. It's not that river stuff. And then pipe. And this should carry off this water just fine. It should not go into the paddock anymore, which means the paddock only has to manage what the paddock gets. Being that it's graded, it should just go off. So, drainage for horses, as we've learned it, as we've built it, mistakes that we've made here and there, and then you got to make modifications. You got to adjust the plan. If you've ever done something and you said, well, this is the best way I could ever do it, in my opinion, I think maybe you could use another look, maybe by another set of eyes, somebody with different experience. You can always learn from other people, but you can do pretty good. So sometimes it doesn't have to be perfect, but it can be pretty darn good and effective and works, just like our drainage that comes down here. So hopefully that helps somebody a little bit. Talking about drainage, there's always something that you can kind of do. The most effective way, if you're finding that your paddocks are full of water, it's likely because you haven't stopped the water from getting to it. Best way to do it: pipe, drainage ditch, and drainage rock. So, recipe for success for dealing with water. All right, Zeus, ready to go up? Comes the dog. Just following me everywhere today. Okay, so we're gonna get back to things here, and hopefully that's helped, and I'll see you guys again soon. Well, it's getting a little cooler out now. Got to finish up the drainage in the back, the driveway here. See where the rest of the day takes me, but yeah, it's starting to get cloudy again as well. I think we're gonna get rain tomorrow. So, whatever. Had a good few days here. We actually had record temperatures on the weekend, which was nice. I want to check out the sky a little bit with the drone. Maybe it looks kind of nice. It's a bit of sun kind of peeking through the clouds. neat. Gonna get rain soon though. Okay, let's head to the back and check out the last. Oh, there's the dog. Zeus. Zeus. Come on, buddy. Gotta pull a muscle doing that stuff. It's kind of old. Okay, coming to the back, almost finished up here. Some drainage stuff, keeping paddocks clean and dry is the topic. And almost finished here. It's really good. It's really coming along. We've got our drainage ditch dug, pipe in, and lots of rocks. That's it. That big rock is there to hold the pipe down while we fill in over top all the drainage rock. This drainage rock will allow the water to clear out, and as I said, there's a pipe coming across from the big ditch, goes to the pipe here, goes that way, and then some will come this way. Hi, Josie. You guys aren't digging much anymore on the edge. It's nice. Gotta do poop. Alright. Okay. A few more wheelbarrows of rocks and that's it. So, that sort of ends this section of video for keeping paddocks dry. Hopefully you guys have got a little bit out of that. We'll move on to the next thing. Hi, Josie.